Okay. Because that's my old cube. I should put on new icons. There's a little bit of a float effect here, I think. I really like this camera effect. It's really nice. Sweet. (1001). Kicked off the new saga. It was relaxing. Night ambiance. It's a good way to start things out. Okay, so if it starts out with darker colors, then I do it. No, I need darker. Yep, there we go. What did you get to choose, but it's okay. It's so strange to hear a steam piano song on a level that's not like a travel level or something. I like it though. Nice. I don't really love the coin concept, but aside from that, this is a really, really pretty level. I like it. I think it'd be pretty easy. Wagon, nice. Why? Why are you bugging? Alright. Nice. Just released 2.2. That's such a fun thing. Where's the demon key? Okay. Ah, it's right there. I should have known. I practiced this. Alright, this is much easier than it was on my initial completion of this, like a year ago or something. It was really good. It's Field of Memories, baby. I like Field of Memories. It's an old gem. Xender game. Yeah. I mean, it's nothing crazy, I wouldn't say. But, it's good. I enjoy it. I like the style. It has that old charm to it. But it's not necessarily, like, super duper exciting. Oh yeah, it's like a precursor to Ultra Wild or something. Anyway, I do like Field of Memories a lot. And it has a great song. Being Field of Memories, of course. That's the main reason I love it. But it has a really nice style. And it plays well too. It could be better. But it's still a solid level. And it's just, is it a one I remember fondly? I'm just kind of breezing through these right now. Like, what time is it? It's 11:11. I could probably get through like 7 more. Probably should have just practiced it. It would have made my life easier, but it's okay. I'm vibing. I love the way this level looks. I don't know if this would be considered 1.9 decoration. I think that's what it is. Either way, I love it. I'm pretty sure it's 1.9 style. Yeah, I remember it taking me forever when I played it on my old account, but I was bad at that point in time. Now I'm a little better, so maybe about 10 minutes instead. That's a good level. I love XVicoGD. So fun. DreamEater. I don't remember. I know I recognize his name, but I don't know from where. But it doesn't matter. Oh, Google. That's yeah. And probably something else. But anyways, the point is, I like XVicoGD. XVicoGD is really, really good and fun and cool. I like it. It's very good. It's just got a very nice, clean 1.9 style. Yeah, 1.9 GPT. Yeah, and I just like the song. It's fun. I don't know. It's really fun. 6-star. I like it. I don't know. Just holds a special place in my heart for some reason, even though it's just like a 1.9 GBPS level. Yeah, I respect it. Oh, it flips me, okay. Nice. This level's so good. It plays so well, and it looks so cool. I love the design. It's very mechanical, and it has that sort of like unholy, thing to it. But I like the mechanical aspect of it, especially that first background with like the pipes and stuff. Like, ooh, that looks so good. I know it's probably very, very generic if you look at it closer, but man, I just love that touch. It's so cool. And the gameplay's really, really fun. This is a solid level. I've been wanting to play this one for a while, I just never got around to it, but now that I'm kind of touching some of these ones that I've never really covered before, it's like, yeah, I mean, it's cool stuff, man. I love it. It's good. Yeah. Blood mechanism. I'm so happy I finally got around to that one. Get on. Yay! Took too long, but I did it. This is a good level, but man, some parts are just way too hard. Like, jeez. This is a level. This is a kind of level I particularly love. I love this like old style fire-based level style. Like, early 2.1 levels with a lot of, like, fiery stuff, like, that's the kind of stuff I get into. Like, this and, Inferno is that way. That one has weak gameplay, so it doesn't really rank too high, but as far as, like, the way it feels goes, I like it. And then just, like, and Silico's kind of that way. Basically what I'm saying is, anything from the Inferno Gauntlet goes kind of hard. I mean, because I love all these levels. And I think they're all relatively old. I think Tabasco might be the newest, because that's like 3 years old, but like Ablaze is like 4, and then this is probably like 8, 5. Okay, it's not that old. And I think this is also pretty old. So this is the oldest one? Are you serious? Dang. I did not realize how old Insilico was. But really, this is the oldest one in this. I thought Inferno predated this for sure. This one was pretty recent, I think. Do you think? But yeah, I like this kind of style where it's just like it feels hot. You know, it's not like super fiery, like not super in your face fiery at least, but there's a little bit of a little bit of hot stuff and a lot of like that orange glowiness that makes it just feel kind of intimidating. You know, given the gameplay, I still probably wouldn't rank this one too highly, but I do like the style of it, so, you know, gotta give it props for that. It all plays fun, it just isn't balanced well. So, I don't know, it might be a high B, it might be a low A. I'd say it's probably close to the high B territory. That's because, you know, that's just a little bit too rough for low A, I would say. I don't know. But that's a good first demon to start with for this, 1000. Okay, what the heck? This is not great, but... Oh. Okay. Okay. This is extremely well made for like a horror level, but the playability is not great. Mostly because it's 40% automatic, 20 chaff. I still like the concept though, it's very nice looking. But I don't know, it got on my nerves a little bit. It's cool though. Wow. Well, I wish the atmosphere wasn't spoiled so much by the bunch of deaths, but this is a really low, I mean... Let me run that back, and then I'll do a review. Wow. Okay, so that's a tricky review. Okay, it is a DGC entry. But I can see why it wasn't chosen, because it's kind of disturbing for the little ones, especially because it's pretty easy, so it'd kind of be easy to access. Anyway, my opinion on this level is that it is really good. Okay, it is really good from a decorative standpoint, but too much text. Like, I still like this level a lot just because it's very it looks nice and it has a good atmosphere, good song rep and choice. That's a really nice song. I like this. It's very cool, but the text does bother me because, you know, when you're telling when a level's telling you a story, especially a horror-based story, you can't really rely too much on those text elements, because it kind of just means you're reading the level, and it doesn't speak much for itself because you focus on the text, not the atmosphere, not the visuals as much. It's tricky. And that's mostly only an issue in the second path, where black and white stuff, but there's still that long opening intro, all that stuff. And, you know, it's not terrible, but it does feel a little it just feels a little bit like it's trying to spoon feed you the narrative, which is, you know, it's done better here than it is in some other levels. I think it's no, I don't think it's an offensively bad thing, but it does prevent me from getting a perfect score. Because otherwise, I think this probably would have been a perfect score. It's very good. Unfortunately, that little detail holds it back for me. But I do like the level. It's just, you know, you can't just speak directly to the player because it just kind of breaks the immersion with your level. I feel like it's kind of like Why Me. That's what this reminds me of. Let me like it because I still like the level, but it reminds me of Why Me because like that level also speaks to you, and it kind of makes it less. It makes it less relatable, and it also kind of does this. And I know I'm ripping this kind of joke from Werewin's video on story level, but it kind of begs the question in a way, like, or I shouldn't say begging the question. In Why Me, that's the case. In that level, it just kind of operates under the assumption that I believe, or that the player believes that they are still a child, and that is like a constant thought in their mind. And while that may be the case for some of the audience, it doesn't really apply to everybody, so it kind of like assumes a certain belief that the player has, meaning it can't really be as impactful in that same way, just because it's very directly trying to establish a connection and then to disprove that belief. I think this is the kind of atmosphere it's this review getting long, and I know I'm kind of long-winded, but it's this is kind of my final point, and I'm going to wrap it up here. I believe that what this fails at is what liminal levels succeed so well at. Because these levels, because there's a liminal lounge list, and I love it, but where, like, these levels are great because they don't tell you what to think of them. Like, Between Us is such a powerful level to me, not because it's trying to make me, it's not trying to tell me how to feel, it just feels. Like, it feels nostalgic, it feels sad and desolate, but it feels also kind of, it feels heartwarming in a weird way. It's such a strange contrast. That's the kind of feeling you want to go for. And I don't think Pix does a horrible job of that, but it just doesn't feel quite as impactful as it could otherwise if it just cut out those text elements. Because I think it would have had a really, really solid, like, liminal, nostalgic feel to it. And it would have just been amazing for that. I still really like this level. It's very cool, it's very pretty. And would capture that atmosphere perfectly if not for those little text blurbs that really sort of push you in a certain direction, push you to this uncomfortable point of unreality, disconnection. I don't know. I am going on for too long. All in all, good level, but unfortunately just a couple of things in it that really drag it down. Still very, very cool, and I'm happy I played it. That was definitely worth my time, at least as far as reviewing goes. Oh, that's not a jump. This is so cool. This whole level looks sick. Oh, okay, watch. I don't do anything. divided. Ah, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have found it on my own. Oh my god. Dude, this is so cool. Okay, the gameplay could be better. Yeah, obviously the gameplay could be better. This gameplay kind of sucks. It's not bad, it's boring. But oh my god, the visuals in this are so cool. Okay, I can understand why it's not Legendary or Mythic. That's very fair. I mean, Mythic is absolutely a stretch, and I think Legendary is also going too far. I think Epic is fair. But dude, this looks so cool. Oh my gosh. I love how it ends with like the guy with the spray paint can. Because it kind of shows, it's like, you know, it's like it's a gallery of like graffitied art. And that's cool. It's just a really sick concept. It looks awesome. There's not really much to say on it. Whatever gameplay, good visuals, they just look awesome. I still won't rate it too high because it's a little bit, you know, it's a little bit sloppy. Because I also don't think the animation is like the coolest ever. Like, yeah, the art is good, but like the animation is a bit weak. And I don't mind that. I think that's fine, but I think it does justify a lower rating. Because, you know, it's just, you know, it doesn't look particularly like you know, amazing. Just the art is really good, and that's fine by me. But from a more quote-unquote objective standpoint, I mean, I guess it makes more sense to, you know, downrate it from that. Of course, objectivity doesn't exist, but I'm just, you know, trying to get my point across there. That's fine. I'm not. Okay. Yay. Should be free from here. Let's do sideways flying. This level's really good. I like this level. It's Castlevania, huh? Interesting. Cool. I like this level. It's, I mean, you know, it's A tier, I would say. The gameplay is just really fun. And the visuals are nice. They're very clean. Very good. It's, yeah, easily your beast level. That's right, Alvaro. My go. Yeah, Chaos Golem's fun. There's just so many funny things about it. It's so funny that it uses Anubis, but aside from that, it's just a really well-designed level. I mean, it's fun, good gameplay, a lot of fun visual concepts that aren't, like, overdone. It's, I don't know, it's just good. I mean, it's nothing really special. I would still say A tier, just because I do like a couple of little things. Like, that spike pinch gimmick is really cool, where it kind of catches you between those two rods. And I like the staircase and the spider and how you can kind of flip down. Like, that's a really clever coin. There's a couple other things, but those are the main ones. It's a good level. I like it. Avarinth. It's a good way to start. And it's really the only level in this gauntlet that I care much for, because everything else is like, eh. Okay, well, that was surprisingly easy. Well, I wouldn't say surprisingly easy, I'm surprised. What I should say is, how did I not suck at that forever in runs? Okay, take it. Take it, move on. Happy. Very happy. This is a good level. I mean, it's just a pretty basic Reaper style level. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Reaper style in general. This one's like, you know, B tier. It's okay. It looks good, but it's just not my style, really. A bit much. It's okay, though. I don't hate it. I think it looks decent. Plays fine. Yeah, it's okay. Middle of the road. That's easier. I got this. Okay. I did it first try. Yay. Oh, okay. Hating this level is so valid, but I love how bad it is. That's my take. I mean, is it any good? No, not really. I mean, that seems to be the consensus. It's just you know, no one really likes it that much, but like it's fine. I mean, yeah. I just find it funny. I think the badness is kind of funny, and I like the level because of it. Like, it's not obnoxious or anything. It's just like, what? It's just so goofy. Like, this pirate guy just looks so silly. Like, he just looks funny, and I love that. Like, it's so basic, pirate looking dude, but I don't care. It's funny. This level's funny, and it's not, like, awful. There's a couple of really stupid gameplay decisions that I've died to many times on previous playthroughs. You know, to train me for this moment. Otherwise, yeah, I don't really care too much. That's fine. It's a decent level, and it's a decent gauntlet. Balefire sucks. Floodfall Caverns is whatever. Everything else is solid. I like it. It's fun. Okay, that was like less like quote unquote fever dreamy. Stupid choice of but it felt less like that to me. It was good though, I like it. Yeah, I don't know, this was kind of like a filter level, you know? Levels do that a lot. They just kind of put the filters on and it's like, boom, cool. Anyway, Dry Bones. Nice. Man. Okay. This is cool. I'm torn a little on it. I freaking love the visual style in this. It looks really, really good. As for atmosphere, I don't know. It's got a very unsettling atmosphere, but it doesn't really... I don't know, it doesn't feel impactful enough. I don't know. I don't know. I really do like the visuals in this. It looks fantastic. Like, this is amazing. But it was hard to get immersed in. I think if it had better song rep, it could have been really... Because I think you could have found a better song for this one. Like, it is a good song, although I don't know how I like it for this one. It just doesn't feel like it's impactful enough for something like this. I still really like this level, though. It could maybe be a hard demon, but I beat it pretty fast, so probably not. But anyway, yeah, that was really, really good. At the bare minimum, it was fun. Like, the gameplay was excellent in that. I just can't really... I don't know. I just can't really say I got super immersed in the atmosphere of it. That's okay, though. It was still pretty freaking good. Yeah. This is a solid list. I need to play a couple more of these. I should play Chronos and Insanity Pose, especially because I like Alvaro. and maybe some of these harder levels when I'm good enough. Well, actually, Eyes in the Water is the top demon. I don't know about Connect, but Witness I could probably do. It's an insane demon. I don't know, man. Anyways, but what I did play here, I really did like. Especially Pix and Dry Bones. Everything else was solid too, though. Actually, well, 000 was like, it was okay. I wasn't big on that one, but everything, yeah, I don't know. It's a solid list overall. I'll have to check out more levels from it that I haven't played yet, but I've already done most of them, so it's not a whole ton that I haven't played. Yeah. Cool stuff, man, bro. Ooh, oh, dang. Okay. Okay. Sick. Okay, this is... I'm gonna rerun this in normal or without the coin just so I can kind of experience it without like the difficulty, just like how a casual player would. But I'm gonna review it first because I'm not gonna bother putting the real run in the video. I'm just gonna say like this is a really, really cool style of design. I played the Insane Demon version of this level on my old account. I need to do it on this one still, and that'll be relatively soon, I'd say. But I hadn't played this one before, and I might like this one more. It just feels more. It just feels more impactful because of the song. I don't know. It's weird to explain. I do think the gimmicks are a little bit weaker. I think that the gameplay in the Insane Demon was more interesting. But as an Insane Demon, you kind of have that upper hand, which makes sense. As for this, I mean, it's just it's really, really cool. I love the sort of simplistic design. But like the atmosphere is still really, really solid. It's able to just use that silhouette style, and I like that a lot. If I did have one major complaint, it's the stupid text in the level. Like, don't do that. It's, oh my god. Not only is it there, but it also gives you a fake option to turn it off, and that really should be, well, it shouldn't be there in the first place, but like that should be a switch you can hit because it would really help the atmosphere. If it didn't have that text in there. For that reason, I can't give this a perfect score because I just could not get immersed in a level that teases like that, you know? Like, that really kind of killed that for me. I still like it a lot, though. There's so many levels I've played since starting this month that could have been S tier levels that just did one main thing that slipped them up and just brought them down. Still good levels, but they've had little things that hurt them because it was I mean, in Pix it was the text, and well, I feel like I've lost track of some of these. In Dry Bones, it was the atmosphere. Just, you know, they all. I can't find levels because I've been doing too many. I've been opening too many without playing them. But yeah, anyway, you know what I mean. I've done. I forget what I'm trying to say. It's just a little thing, man. It could have been really good, and it is still really good, but it's just not what it could have been. It's not like that place. It's not like that. Okay, it's fine. I don't have any, like, major issues with it, really. I think it's just whatever. No strong opinions. I don't know. I would say it's either B or C tier. I mean, I was kind of thinking at first, like, perhaps this could be a B tier. That's kind of what I had in mind. And it looks decent, but, like, it's not really that exciting. It's so short and disposable. And the gameplay is just whatever. I mean, no idea lasts long enough to feel impactful. And it just has some issues. Like, I think the spider orb, like, the star block part, is a little bit unclear. I don't like the upside down flying physics. I know that's not the level's fault, but I just think you should stop putting tight upside down flying in levels. As for 2.2, I just think it shouldn't exist. That's my opinion. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe B tier, probably C. I don't know. I haven't decided. It's just kind of a disposable level. Also like it. I mean, it's not bad per se, but I think it's okay. It's okay for me to like level if I'm just not that invested in it. I don't know. Usually I like levels anyway. It doesn't matter. I like most levels. Why am I doing stupid stuff, man? Yay. Okay. Dang. That was tough. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's really not that bad. I thought it was gonna crash for a second. Like, it's not... I don't know. I think the gameplay here is really fun. But for the love of God, please stop holding my hand through horror demons. I don't need indicators for everything. Dude, this level has such good raw gameplay, and it just indicates almost all of it and makes it so boring. For the faster paced stuff, sure, why not? But like, for the easy stuff, like, you know, the spiders and like the balls and stuff like that, you don't gotta indicate every single click. It's not worth it. Let me puzzle it out a little bit, figure it out as I go. I like this level, it's good, but man, it could have been so much better if it just didn't over-indicate itself. Oh my gosh. It made a lot of it so boring, because it's just watch the indicators click at the right time. I mean, I don't have to do any thinking, necessarily. It's okay, I did it, it was fun, for the most part, but man, there was some potential there. I feel like that got untapped, whatever. We're looking at con. Dude, please, it's METALLOHOLIC. It's not a freaking hard game. This is a different part of the song. That's neat. Yeah, I did it. That was really, really bad. Not the level. My playing. My playing was bad. Level stuff is good. It's fine. Yeah. I like the level. It's well designed. I just suck at it. That was really embarrassing. Oh well. I got it. With much trial and error. You are dumb. Yay. Okay. That was not too bad. It was pretty easy. I'm shocked this is legendary. I mean, I won't complain, because it's better than most legendary levels. But I mean, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It is good! I like this level. It's fun, and it looks pretty solid. It's kind of got a motion sort of vibe to it, but there's a little bit more intricacy to, like, motion. For a motion style level. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think that was cool. You stupid. Dude, I could have had this, and I just didn't. Mushrooms, right? Nice. About time. And that's a perfect timing because it gives me a new achievement or thing in the path. Good for me. This is a really good level. It wasn't quite as high as I thought it was going to be. I still would put it pretty highly, but I don't know where exactly. I think the imbalance in the sections is a little I don't know. It's weird. Like, I'm not a big fan of that cube. Not because it's bad so much as it is just completely disproportionately like harder. Still though, I did like that. I'd probably put it somewhere like below Dry Bones. I could open my trailers right now and just kind of look and get an idea. I'd put it below Dry Bones probably, but it's somewhere in that vicinity. Still a high A though, which is it's not S, but it's close. I would say maybe like right below Acrylic Canals, perhaps? I don't know. I haven't decided. We'll figure it out. It'll end up somewhere. I thought that was a good level. I did enjoy that one. That was fun. Yes. Orbs. Yes. No Way Out. I don't know. I just saw everyone play that one and I was like, I gotta play that. That looks good. That was fun. Very, very cool. I like that one. It's a high and medium. I like it. Nice. Stressful ending, but I got it. Okay, this is a fine level. I like it for the most part, but it's not my favorite. This is a type of... Okay. This is gonna be a tough one to, like, kind of articulate. Asymmetrical duels are like a style of gameplay that can be either really, really awesome, or they can be really, really garbage. Now, I'm not gonna call this level really, really garbage. Like, it is not awful. I think it's mostly fun. There are just a couple of things in it that are like, not big on that. Overall, I think this is a fine level, but it's not really, it doesn't really make full use of asymmetrical duel potential, because yeah, the duels or the icons are doing their own thing, but you just click at the indicators, really. I mean, that's mostly what this level is. Very rarely does it ask you to account for both icons at once. Like, most of the time I'm watching one icon and then there's like one or two like jumps in it where I try to think about both at the same time. But most of it is just me thinking about one icon at once. Like that one part with the UFO and the orbs, like, I think that's actually what's in the thumbnail right here. I just focus on the UFO because the SPIRE does its own thing as I'm doing that. And that's how most of the level is. And I really wish that weren't the case, because if you look at a level like Scissors or Witter, both Devin levels, because Devin just does fantastic dual gameplay. Anyway, if you look at one of those, you have to really account for both icons at the same time, because they function like very differently from each other. Like, there's nothing like guiding you. Like, you'll have to control like a ship and a ball at the same time, and it's like very different, because in this level it just sort of one icon plays itself if you play the other for the most part. It's not always the case. There's the one part with the wave where you kind of have to do like the ball and the wave in the same area in the UFO, but it mostly plays itself, and that's just kind of a shame to me. Not to mention that it makes the whole level very, very overstimulating, because this would, like, if you strip this down to one route, like, because mind you, it doesn't really like play that differently in that context, but if you were to strip this down to one route, I would say it'd probably be like a solid medium demon, like, because and it's not because the other icon really like demands like perfection. It's just because it's overstimulating, because having the other icon flying around on the screen while you're trying to control the other is just like a total distraction. Like, plus the level's also very flashy and stuff too. I still like this level, but I think it has a lot of major issues, and I don't know, I just don't think it's too special, really. It's still pretty fun. I like the song. It's a really good song. And most of the decoration is okay. I don't really care for the little jokes and text thrown in throughout the level, but whatever, it's not a big deal. Solid, but not my favorite thing. That's okay, though. I really hate this transition. It sucks. It's really an awful transition. There should be a demon. It's definitely not 8 or 9 stars. Way too hard to be an insane. Oh, I just rebooted. It's called Bastion. Whatever though. Interesting. I like the level. I suck at it. This really should be demon. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's a good level. I like the ideas in it, but man, I really wish. I really wish it were a demon instead, and I wish that ending wasn't as crazy as it is. Because my god, that transition into the robot is stupid. It's extremely stupid. I don't like that final transition. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I did it. Man, that jump throws me off. Nice. This goes so hard. I like this. This gameplay, I love the gameplay in this. And the visuals. I mean, the only downside, I don't think it's super atmospherically immersive. It's still got a pretty good song, and it has some of that immersion, but it's not quite as strong. I would say I might prefer crop circles, but I don't know. They're both pretty solid. That was really fun though. I enjoyed that very greatly. Sculpture is nice. Okay, this was honestly so much better than I thought it was gonna be. That was really good. Why is there a bug? I didn't get 2 demons. No. It just doubled for some reason. Why is it broken? Whatever. That was really good. I was not expecting how this to be so good. Dude, this gameplay is fire. This plays just phenomenally. I love the gameplay. The visuals, I'm not like a huge fan of. They're not bad per se. Like, but I'm not like massive on them. They look good. I mean, this is a solid level. I'm not a big audiovisual fan, but this plays really well. Like, I don't know, I'm just usually not that into audiovisual stuff. I really didn't like Limeade at all. And I thought Background Dash was eh. But, like, that was really good. Big feat. That, I was just, you know, with a title like that, I was like, okay, this is gonna be some terrible joke level that just, like, completely loses me. It's gonna suck. That's because that's usually how these joke title levels go. But no, this plays, like, extremely well. I love the gameplay, and it looks solid. It's a little bit too jokey for me still, but, like, it takes itself seriously enough. This is really good. I'm amazed. I thought I was gonna hate this, but this goes kind of hard. That was really good. Wow. That's solid. I like it. Ugh. Oh! Okay. But okay, that was weird. I don't know how to rate this. Low B, high C probably. It looks nice, and the gameplay's creative, but it doesn't play well. Like, gameplay-wise, this is a big step down from Pedal Patch. I love Pedal Patch, but that's a bit of a downgrade. A rain of amethyst fell from the nuclear star crystallized upon impact of it. This is totally trying to be a Gem Gauntlet level. Just you wait. When Gem Gauntlet drops, it's gonna be like the opener or something. I don't know if it actually will be, but this totally feels like it's trying to be in the Gem Gauntlet. You know, now that the Jam Attack contest is over, it feels very possible that we could be seeing some levels from that in the Gem Gauntlet. I have no clue. Anyway, rambling. This level's fine. I mean, I think it looks really nice. And I think, again, like I said, the gameplay's creative. It just doesn't play well. I mean, it just doesn't feel good. I don't hate it or anything, but it could be better. Whatever, though. That was acceptable. I think I'm probably near the end. That was not fair. Whatever, I kind of want to watch it again. I wonder if any like kind of realm this could fit into a gauntlet. Where did I get nervous last time? It was the vertical part, right? I'm not sure how I feel about the music sync there, but it's okay. I don't know how I died last time. I think it was just like a weird like camera thing. This is so sick though. Okay. I bet that's it, right? Oh no, okay. I was gonna end it like that musical phrase. I almost missed that double. This reminds me of a Nox level. This is really cool. These transitions are amazing. They're so clean. Yeah, this is solid. I like this. Good level, man. Woo. That was sick. Yeah. I like that. I like that. Bonus level by Vito. Nice. Dude, I suck. Okay. There we go. Weird ending, I guess, but cool. I like this level. I think it's very solid. I don't know where I'm gonna rate it. It might be a high B, or it might be a low A. I'm not really sure. I really like it. Like, visually. The visual style is really cool, but I just felt like there was kind of a lack of development, a lack of atmosphere. And that beginning kind of got on my nerves because it really, the way the first ball ended was just wrong. It was just wrong. This is a good level though. I really like it. I can see easy demon mode over medium. Yeah, this is solid. Although it, you know, it's a little bit strange. I think it could have had more of a development and more of an atmosphere. Although it wasn't really lacking in those things. It was just, you know, it was just a bit strange. I like this. This is good. Fun level. No way! Dude! What on earth? Was that three, 4, 5 attempts? Jeez. What? Okay. I guess I was just tired last night. What the heck? Okay. Sure. Wow. I'll take that, I guess. Fine. Fine by me. Yeah. Sure. Cool. Well, it's definitely hard, demon. This level's fire. I really like it. It's so cute, and it plays so well. I really have only like a couple of gameplay gripes. I think it's just really a matter of balancing. The back half's a little bit harder, and you know, the duel is kind of those duels where I feel like it's not really taking advantage of the medium like it should. It's still not bad, and you kind of do have to account for both, so it's not like just picking at the indicators, but it still doesn't really play around with different modes like it should, I feel like. I don't know, it's okay, I like it. The rest of the level's phenomenal, and it just looks very nice all around, no complaints in that regard. But I don't know, it's just a cute level. I mean, like, there's little snakes and caterpillars and little red blocks with eyes, which are a little bit spooky, but they're really not that scary. Overall, this is really solid, though. I like this a lot. Very fun, very fun. Okay, I did it. I was gonna change the icon after that because I forgot to after last level, but that's fine. I like this level. It was not exactly what I was hoping for. I was hoping for something a little bit more like moody and atmospheric, and the song was not really what I expected. So I feel like that could have been better. I feel like just a nice atmospheric song, especially for a slow-paced level like this, would have been solid. This wasn't too bad. Gameplay is pretty good. And yeah, it looks nice. It has a very nice sense of grandeur to it, like the scale. Like there's some big backgrounds, especially here. I mean, like this picture right here kind of shows like a lot. So I like the big atmospheric backdrops. Thing. Yeah, that was a good level, and as a tribute to that, because I was going to change my icon beforehand, but I forgot, I'm going to do that, or I'm going to honor that now. I'm going to... Oh wait, I don't have this guy. I was going to use him. Nice. That was really fun. This gameplay is awesome. Good level. Nice pull. Good stuff. Her little run. I dig it. It's memory. I mean, but it's not bad memory. It's good memory. I think the beginning is a little bit harder than everything else, which is like, but it's not a big deal. Overall, that was really solid. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Nice. Let's go. I don't really wanna continue. I can't make progress. Wise Master. Okay. Cool. Sure. That was a really good level. I like that. Very, very fun. I like the song. It's got Pewds in there. Pewds definitely has the best section. Like, just putting it out there. That was a good level though, still. Like, overall, I had a good time. There were a couple of awkward parts, but none of them, like, were awkward in that they were bad. Just awkward as in they were not, like, super, like, smooth. Like, the ending. Like, it played fine, but it was definitely a little bit less polished than the other sections. And there were some other sections that were like that. Overall, though, that was really, really fun. I liked it a lot. Yellow Snow. I'm glad I played that. I saw the thumbnail and I was like, I don't know about that. But then I actually played it and it was really good. So, I'm happy. Nice! Okay, this is awesome. This is the first, like, Serpunge medium demon where I've actually been like, dang, this goes really freaking hard. This is super fun. Wow. Yeah, Serpunge level with good gameplay. Who would have thought? there might be more, but like, I don't know, man. Like, what? How many? Like excluding collabs, because I mean, like, you know, those are group efforts. Like, Noah Electra kind of sucks. I haven't played Space Magic. I've never played Upcity, but Insanity's mid, Hell's mid, then Travel sucks. I guess there aren't as many as I thought, but you know, the ones that I have played just aren't that good. But Gold Temple actually went really hard. I liked that. Dang, that was super fun. Also, I didn't know Space Magic was a 2.1 level, but I guess it is. I'll have to play this at some point. Anyway, as for Gold Temple, this was just really fun. I like the gameplay a lot. It's very cleanly designed. It just feels like it has actual kind of thought put into it, and I like the song. I don't know. Most people hate the song, but I kind of love it. I like this level. This is the first Serpunge level where I've been like, dang, this goes hard. Yeah, very, very fun. Very, very cool. I like it. Oh, okay. almost forgot what to do there. Sick! And I'm right side up, let's go. This level's really fun. Okay, well. It's very obviously a recompletion. I think that's pretty clear. But that's the first one to recomplete, which is pretty awesome. Happy about that. This is just a really solid level. I mean, it's, you know, I'm not like a huge fan of it because it's kind of just a simplistic cartoony style. And like the gameplay is not like anything immaculate, but it's very fun. It's still solid A tier. I really like the level. It's just, you know, nothing like super like emotionally impactful or I don't know. I don't really have much to say. It's an old completion. I'd say all my emotions were felt then. 293 attempts is really not that much. I could really see this being a hard. What did I vote for, actually? I think I just voted like Easy Demon or something. By mistake. Whoops! Whatever, it doesn't matter. I don't think it makes a difference. I think I just autopiloted. Good level, good level. Okay, I'm fine. Some Star Wars off stuff. That just works. Miraculously. What the heck? He just talks. Okay. That was, something. Wow. What a level. That was certainly something. I don't know what, if it was a good something, but it was something. It was alright. I think it was kind of funny. Alright, there we go. Another list. 4 diamonds. Well, that was stupid. I'm not gonna use this scissors shit for too long. It kind of sucks. Okay. This is fine. I mean, I'm surprised the level has as much traction as it does. So like, it's okay, but I mean, I don't really care for it too much. I just don't think it looks particularly amazing, especially those like 3D effects that kind of look awkward. Like, and the gameplay is just kind of whatever. I mean, it's fine. I like it well enough, but it was not like amazing. I recognize his name. I don't know what level I recognize the name from is, but I feel like it's something that I've played. Nothing really seems up, so I don't know. It was fine. It was a decent level. I'm just I'm not too enthralled with it. Nice. Alright, that wasn't really very hard. I thought it was gonna be way harder than it was after last night, but it's not actually too bad. That was really, really fun. Dang. Banger, man. This is really, really good. Goated lineup kind of, well, I don't know, I like Max from NGA to IMAX. Here are my goats. It's a good playtester lineup. This is a banger. I like this a lot. Yeah, this is awesome. Super fun. Yeah, Medium Demon seems fair. I'm not huge about the song. I think it's a good song. I'm not a giant fan of it. Otherwise, really, really good. Gameplay is really fun, and it looks very, very good. Yeah, this is super sick. I like that a lot. Yeah, almost missed that. It's okay. Yeah, that was not huge on that one. It's okay, I guess. I got through it. Cool. Yeah, the gameplay is like not very great. I definitely prefer the original Dark Drop to this. That one, I think the easier gameplay just complements this style more. It's fine, I guess. But whatever. This is just okay. Yeah. Okay. Such a cool effect. Okay. That was alright. Yeah, I said it's a 7. I love the effects in it, but man, they really do hurt the gameplay. A little bit. Am I gonna hit? Yeah, easy demon. Yeah, let me just finish my review. Yeah, that was a good level. I really, really like the visual effects, like that static thing. It's kind of like Out of This World in a way. It just has that kind of glitchy, staticky effect. And I like that. And the gameplay is alright, but it is a little bit weird sometimes. Some transitions suck, and some physics just feel weird. And about 30% of the level has there's 5 clicks in the first 30% or something. So, yeah, that's not great about it. It gets a little bit boring in that way, but it wasn't terrible. And the gameplay is not too hard overall. I think this is fine. That was alright. really understand like the whole rift thing. I don't know, it doesn't really feel prevalent enough. I was hoping this level would have more of an atmosphere. I mean, like, it's a good level. I like it. It looks really nice, but I was hoping the atmosphere would be a bit stronger. That's all. It's still pretty solid, but it, you know, it's not very atmospheric, and the gameplay is really boring and a little bit frustrating in the second half. But it's boring because there's just so many indicators. Really, just need less indication. It's a thing that needs to happen. Like, just use less indicators. It's whatever though. I don't mind. That was stupid. Why did I try to go up? Oh my god, that was too close. I think it's because there was less particles coming off of those, so it threw me off. Got it. This is hard on the hand. Okay, gives you a little rest, which I appreciate. Nice. Fun. I actually thought... I didn't think that was going to be very good because Wagon complained about it a lot in that one stream that I watched. But that was actually really good, surprisingly. I enjoyed that. Total. That was fun. I'd still say it's probably only about a B tier because, you know, it's not very crazy in terms of gameplay. It's just kind of wave all the way through. Also, easy demon, man. That's easy. But hey, this is cool. I like this. Very fun. I almost pressed a jump. Okay. Oh god! I forgot about that part. Okay. Okay. I did it. God. Okay. Nice. Wow. That scared me. At the end there. That was fun. I like that. It was a good level. I like the level. I like it more than Forest Temple by a lot. I don't know where I'm gonna rate it though yet, because it's good, but it's definitely heavier in the back, or in the front, quality-wise. It's front-heavy quality-wise. The back half is good, but it's like, you know, it just didn't feel special because it's like just kind of wave gameplay. It doesn't feel like you're traversing like a dangerous like temple that is like completely crumbling apart and stuff. Like, it feels, you know, It just doesn't feel as special. I do like it. It's a good level overall, although the front half definitely carries it. Because the second half is just kind of, it's alright. But compared to the first, it just can't compare. Okay. Wow. Oh, alright. Okay. Dude, that's such a fitting icon for beating that level. Oh my god. Hold on. Like, look. Where is it? Where's that? Look. Dude. Dude, it's perfect. Look. Okay. Let me review this. Okay. This one was kind of a roller coaster of, like, how I felt about it. My initial impression was, like, that this was very, very strong. For about the first 40% or so, this level is really, really well done. Like, to perfection. It's, like, I'm going to explain how all of it ties together in the end of this review, because I got a lot to say. But it does feel very organized while also feeling unstable. It's like kind of that contrast. And I feel like there's been a couple of levels I've played where that's been the case. This is one of those. It has, like, everything is laid out in a very, like, very organized pattern. God, I can't talk. Very organized. But, like, there's, like, a level, or an undertone of just, like, roughness. Like, it does not feel like a safe place. But even though, like, you know, everything is dark, and there's, like, these piercing reds that kind of, like, just are uncomfortable. So, like, the whole beginning of it, like, it kind of sets up the tone in a way that's, like, you know, this is a place that is currently stable but is going to collapse. And it does, because in the second half of the level, where the drums kind of kick in, and, like, it starts to collapse a little bit. Everything is a little bit unorganized, it falls apart. And this was the part of the level I was the most leery about, because, like, when I first hit that section and that drum beat kicked in, I was like, I don't know. Because it felt it added more stability to it, song-wise, even though the level was falling apart. So my initial impression was like, this is kind of breaking the atmosphere a little bit. But as once I did that successful run through of that part, I was like, okay, this kind of makes a lot more sense. And I thought the drums sort of made sense, like, overall. So came back together a little bit. And then you go into, and this part was unfortunately kind of spoiled for me because I saw everyone's review of this level in the top 50 hard demons, because this used to be a hard demon. I got a little bit spoiled because I knew at the end of the level it was gonna go into that vertigo. But like, if you were, first of all, if you were playing this blind, that'd be like a super cool effect, and it still is. But I think it would have been way better had I been going into it without that knowledge. But regardless, that's just a super cool way to tie the level together. Because this is where like my kind of conspiracy theory about the whole experience comes in that sort of analysis. I think what this level kind of represents, it's called deconstruction. And I think what it sort of means to me is this is like a world that was at one point like kind of thriving, or not thriving, but it was once very stable. Like it was just a world. And I think it's kind of represents it's been deleted. Now, whether it's like a digital world and like it's like a file being deleted, or whether it's like a physical world that's just been wiped out completely, I don't know. I think in either context, it's really cool. But basically, it feels like you're entering this world that is like on the verge of like death, just being gone. Like it's been deleted, the action's been done, but it's still in the process of removal. Like kind of when you're in the like that phase when you like delete a file from your computer where, you know, it has to delete the file. Like it feels like you're in that phase. Like that's what happens inside of it. Everything just gets kind of wiped out over time. Now it's a prolonged experience. It's almost 2 minutes, but I think that is a very, very cool approach because it doesn't necessarily just represent like something being destroyed. It represents it being deleted and then just gone. Like because you can see at the end where you go into that vertigo, like it's empty. There's nothing there, but there is a background, and that is like a level. Like I don't know if it'd play well because it looked like something that would not play regularly. But regardless, there is something in the background, and I think that is kind of a representation of what used to be. It's like a memory of sorts. Like you're seeing like the ghost of this place. And it's cool, because this level sort of applies, like, an emotional connection, like, and a personality of sorts to a location. It's not like a thing or a person. It is applying, like, characteristic to a location and making it feel like something sentimental. And that's just really cool to me. I think this level does a lot of really good things. Now, if I did have one gripe, the gameplay is a little rough. I think it's overall very good. My biggest complaint is the teleporters. I think the portals were really kind of frustrating in places, especially that one part with the ball. Although I would have to like point it, because this level is very repetitive. I can't just kind of mention one place and it'd be obvious. The gameplay is kind of rough. But I do think it complements the level nicely, just in the way that it's framed. So that would be my one gripe. It just wasn't the most fun to play, but it's still pretty good overall. And I think it complements the atmosphere just fine. I don't know how I'm going to rate this. It'll either be an extremely high 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. I'm thinking closer to high 9, but you never know. When the video drops, the rating will be at the start of the review. Or of the completion, I mean. But yeah, that's a lot of waffling about Sir Waffle's deconstruction. But I like this level a lot. It's very, very cool. I don't know how I'm going to rate it, like I said, but this is something special. So, good stuff, good stuff. Okay. Nice. I have no idea why this isn't rated, but it's fine. It doesn't not matter. 50 attempts for what's supposed to be an easy demon, dang. This might be like a 9-star or something. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why it's taking so long to rate, if it will get rated at all. Like, I know it's like a Nong song, and it's a, it's very laggy, and the decoration's like nothing stellar, but like there's no reason it shouldn't be rated at the very least. I don't know. Although if it does get rated, I'd like for it to take a little while, just so I can, you know, not cross over the thing for the, Earth Path. I did it. And the train's a little bit weird. Like, there was a lot of missed potential in this, but I really like this level though. This is very, very, very cool. Should be rated if you ask me. I think the gameplay and the deck would connect with the song perfectly. This is like a Nong or something. No. I think the song is perfect for this because it matches like this. You know, it's like a trek through this like kind of abandoned wasteland. And that's really, really cool. The level looks beautiful. I love the art in it. I really hope this gets rated someday, but this is probably like a year old, right? Yeah. So, we'll see. If I had one complaint, it'd be the gameplay, and I don't think the gameplay itself is bad. I think it's the indicators that kind of kill it a little bit. But they're not. It's not that bad. It's not that big a deal. But I think indicators take away from both like the atmosphere and it makes the gameplay honestly more confusing because if I jump at the indicator, sometimes that sets me up for failure because there's like a ceiling in the way. So you kind of have to fight against the indicators. Kind of wish I just weren't there. You just figure it out for yourself. But this is a really, really good level. I like this a lot. Probably a demon. It could be 9 stars maybe. I hope it gets rated one of these days. That'd be awesome if it did. That was fun. Oh my god. Whoa. Oh. Oh, wow. There we go. Nice. Haha. Wowie. Let's go. No stars. That's okay. Man, this is good. This is really good. Usually when I play a level with a perfect score, I kind of go into expecting that. Like, I've kind of planned it out. Like, I don't ever have it guaranteed, and I don't, like, just give something a perfect score because, you know, I thought it was gonna be, so. Yeah, no, I never do that. But this is one of those rare instances where I just stumbled across something, and it was, like, absolutely phenomenal. Like, I just found this, and I was like, how to Disappear Completely is a fantastic song. Surely this will go hard, and it did not disappoint. This is perfect. This is, like, every detail of this is phenomenal. Like, the very ethereal feel to it is just, oh, it's so good. Like, it's not as direct as some other reviews I could give. It's mostly a matter of feel and song choice, because I love the song. Like, usually the best levels in my mind are the ones that have the best songs. And I love this song. Anyway, it still has a lot of fantastic things. I just love the sort of cold design. Not necessarily snowy, because it's not a snow level by any means, but it feels cold and desolate. Like, kind of like a phantasm of sorts. Like, it's unnatural, and it's not, I don't know. It's hard to describe. This is a very abstract level, and it's just hard to review it. It's definitely one of my new favorites ever. I'd say top 5. Probably below Save As on my list, which is crazy because I just found this unrated. It was kind of tucked away in the Scent tab, and I was like not expecting something like that. But there it was. Wow, that was really, really good. fantastic. Happy to have played that, even though it gave me no stars. Why? Oh, win, please. Thank you. Okay. Well. Man. Tricky review. I do think this is a very, very pretty level. I like the visuals quite a bit. Some parts are definitely better than others. Like, there's some parts that just don't really look that good at all. But overall, I like the visuals. And I mean, like, you know, Coolix part is iconic, to say the least. And it's not a bad section. Overall, I think it looks pretty solid. And the gameplay is not terrible, but there's just some parts that suck, dude. Like, the issue is not so much that, like, the gameplay's bad. There's a couple parts, obviously, where it is. It's just, you know, it feels unloved. I mean, I didn't feel satisfied playing this level because, like, I've said before, it's very hard to mess up a song level with a Dunder Patrolin song. And the song in this level goes hard, but I just didn't feel anything playing the level, really, except for a couple of parts. Because it really just felt like it didn't connect with the song very well. Mostly. There were exceptions. Mostly the slow-paced robots and near the end. But it's still a decent level. I mean, I don't know. I'd still probably put it in C tier. I mean, I just didn't enjoy it enough. I think it's, you know, it looks good, but it just doesn't really play super well. And that's, you know, it's a shame, but it's not the end of the world. Okay. 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 This is like a very cute level, but it falls into the same pitfalls pretty much as like every generic legendary ever. I mean, like it's got, you know, it's hard to tell what kills you and what doesn't. A lot of like focus on camera movements and effects and stuff. Way too many sound effects. Changes songs. Don't do that. Never do that. It's very cute. I like it, but it's not for me.
Nice. I would definitely argue in favor of Easy Demon. Like, you could argue it's too easy for Easy Demon, but... What was requested? Just, okay, Exos was requested. I don't know, I kind of assumed it would be... I kind of figured Easy Demon made sense. Whatever. I don't know if it's S tier. It's really, really good, but I don't think it had that wow moment, you know, that most levels do. This is still really, really good though. I love it, but it's not quite at that level of mind blow. It doesn't have that moment where I go like this, like everything in like my soul just like I don't know. There's just that factor that most levels have, and it doesn't really have that, but it's still really good, well designed, looks gorgeous, and the gameplay is very solid. That's a 9. It's a solid 9. Definitely. The level would be too easy without him, but. Nice. Cool. That was fun. Good job, man. I like the gameplay in this. The design is kind of whatever, and the song is kind of whatever, but it's a fun level. Low B, high C, somewhere in that range. This is pretty decent. Yeah. Sweet. Shots. Nice. Okay. This one's just okay. I'm not really a fan. I think it plays kind of whatever, and like, I like in concept. I like the whole like glass, made of glass thing, but like it's such a small portion of the level where that actually matters. Most of it is just kind of whatever. I mean, it's okay, but yeah, I'm not really a big fan of this one. I almost died at the end, I think. Whatever, I beat it, doesn't matter. Yeah, whatever. I mean, it's fine. I mean, I think it's a funny joke level, but the gameplay kind of sucks. Oh well. This is okay. Funny. Sweet. This is a good level. I like this level a lot. This is really good. Yeah. Probably an A tier. I'd say that's pretty likely. Like, it could maybe be a high B, but yeah, probably A. Who knows? We'll see. I mean, like, because it doesn't, like, blow my mind or anything, but I do like a lot of the visual effects, especially this part in the background right here with the blocks and the wind. Like, that's cool. That's real cool. I like this one.
Nocturne. Very good, very good.
Nice. Okay. I'm just gonna scroll through the database. There's a lot of neat stuff here. I looked through this earlier. Oh, these hands are from Rivers of Nether? Or, no, I thought they were from what's it called? Aperture. I thought they were from that. I didn't know they were using Rivers of Nether too. I gotta turn the music down, I can't hear myself. Yeah, I got Voxycat in there. I don't know all of these distinct assets, but I recognize the danerdogger stuff here. Most of the not stuff I recognize. Yeah, I've seen all of these. Comet Face My Goat. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff. Dolph and Yoreed, there's all cool stuff. A lot of from here is a little bit on the small side. Radiant Rift, I know. Virtualization I'm familiar with. Corion, Comatose. I haven't played Roadkill, but I've seen the thumbnail for that. I'm really familiar, obviously. A lot of cool stuff. I looked through all this earlier. I probably should have waited until after I did the completion, but anyway, let's complete this and get out of here so I can actually give a review of this and hear myself think, because this song is driving me nuts. I just could not hear myself think over the song. This is a level I think I would typically hate. It uses a lot of stuff I really don't like, mostly because of the bad gameplay, but it's also a glitch level. And it's got cat girls in it, which is like an immediate red flag anytime. But I do think this level is very genius because it does represent something that is very important today, which is the dangers of AI. And the effect that AI has on art. And it portrays it in a good way too, because that catgirl presence, while it would typically be something I would consider super cringe, especially on a technology level like this, it represents something important because usually AI models are made to seem safer through use of something that is comfortable to the user. So, a digital presence that is there to simulate the pleasure of the user, I think is a really good representative to show like kind of why this level is scary as it is. This is a very genius level on a conceptual level, and visually it's really good too because it's also great for the sampling CC. I love the representation of all these different levels, and you know, if you're gonna take from good levels like Comatose and Well Rested and so on, you're gonna end up with a pretty solid level, just on a visual from a visual standpoint, and it's just cool regardless. So I do like that. Of course, I can't give this level too much praise because the gameplay is kind of trash. It's better than it was in the Incinerator, and it's better than it was in Abducted by far. I think there's some cool song representation stuff in the gameplay. and it had a couple of really solid sections, like that randomized part where the screen is. I like that. This level is not all bad in the gameplay, but there's some parts where the camera is all over the place and it just blinds you and it's just ridiculous. That stuff I really don't tend to like, but I do think what this level stands for is very strong, and it just looks really good. A surprisingly solid level by Vegtam. I'm hoping this will go down to Easy Demon at some point. I'm going to rate it Easy Demon. I think that's what it should be. Also the coin. I'll just address the coin real quick before I move on. But I do think the coin in this level is pretty clever. At first I was a little bit skeptical of it, but, you know, and I wish there was more of a hint on how to find it. Like, I had to look up a guide. I would never have thought to go here and play this random level without that, but that is still a very, very cool idea. I just wish it were more clear. Otherwise, very solid, very fun. Well, not fun, but it looks really good. So, not bad. That was cool. Nice. Nice. Okay. That ending was kind of scary, but I got it. And this is so good. Dude, this level looks so good, man. Heck yeah. So cool. This is awesome. The visuals are phenomenal. My one complaint... I didn't refresh. My one complaint is that the song just isn't really the most fitting. I really like Aurora and just Creo in general. But I feel like it's hard to make an atmospheric level with a Creo song. Like, the only ones I can feel like are like Submerged and like Final Orbit, and that one's still kind of iffy. Submerged is the only like level that really has a strong atmosphere like Creo, if you ask me. But this is still a very, very, very good level. It looks phenomenal. I love the animated flowers blooming and just the more abstract style in general, like with the kind of sketchbooky look. Like, look at this background. This is so cool. This level's really good. I can't believe I waited so long to play this. And yeah, it does kind of remind me of something, but I also can't identify what that would be. My only complaint, gameplay-wise, is this love-hate relationship. That does remind me. The first corridor does suck. That ball corridor, I don't know what kills me and what doesn't in that part. But otherwise, the level's fantastic gameplay-wise. It's just that one little part that I'm not a fan of. Really, really cool. Good level, good level. Yay! I did it! Oh, this is only a 3-person collab. I thought it was like a mega collab or something. Cool! So 3 people, yeah. That was pretty fun. I liked it for the most part, but there's some terrible gameplay things just scattered throughout. Not that bad. I don't like the beginning, and there's the narrow spider corridors I'm not really a big fan of. But overall, I like this level. It's got a nice rawness to it, and the bugs are pretty cute. I like that. Good atmosphere. All the boxes. But I'm just not too huge on the gameplay. It's, you know, it's good, but it just isn't for me really, and it does have a couple things that are just kind of generally bad, like some bugs and stuff. Not the actual bugs, the, you know, gameplay bugs. Good level. It's very cute, but it could have been just a little bit better. There we go. God, I'm so terrible. Okay, like, see, an hour 12 is just absurd. Doesn't make sense. Like, I did alright with this level in practice, but then boom, 84, 85, 87, 91, 92, 100. Like, that's crazy. That shouldn't happen. Like, I fluked to 84 from 24, and then I just sucked. Like, why? It doesn't make sense. Like, I felt good about the ending. Everything but that, like, blue platform or red and blue platform section, like, everything else I felt good about, even the duel. And I died at the duel, like, who knows how many times, for some reason. Like, most of the level's not that hard. The dressing room part is, like, probably the hardest, and then the duel's probably, like, second or third hardest. So, like, I don't know, man. But I did it. It's a great level. I mean, I love 2.0 levels, and this is a really solid one. But man, that was just trash. That sucked. But whatever. I did it. I love to be more excited, but I suck. So that happened.
Okay, that was dumb, but I made it. Whoa. Nice. That was pretty easy. I like this one. This is so fun. Good stuff. Radiation just cooks, dude. You know, like, man. Yep. So fun. How old is this? 5 years? Okay, it's not that old. But, dang, that was so fun. The design is so clean. And the gameplay is really, really good. This is awesome. And I'm not really a big fan of Megalomania. Like, I think my only gripe would be the song, and it's not... I just think the song's not intense enough for the level, but it's not like, you know, there's only so many Megalovania arrangements you can choose. And, you know, I really like the guitar opening. That guitar opening is really pretty. So, you know what? It gets a pass. Although, the level itself is just perfect. I mean, it looks fantastic. It plays really well. I like this one a lot. Necromancia. Manchia. Whatever. I don't care. Let's go. Printer noises. What an absolute banger. Dude. Okay. Man, there's like a small part of me that wants to give this an S tier just for how like creative and funny it is. I might. We'll see. It's probably just gonna be an S tier level, but I will consider S tier. It's just so funny. Not just because it made a level with a song that's printer noises, but like it's just so funny because like I feel like every human who has ever used a printer feels dread when they hear printer noises, because printers are like one of the faultiest like machines in the world. You know, out of ink, you're out of paper, you're not connected, and like all these issues. Printers are like some of the worst machines in the world. they just suck to use sometimes. And I think that, like, that factor, like, makes this level so much funnier, because printer noises suck. They suck. You never want to hear printer noises, because that means you're using a printer, and if you're using a printer, that probably means you're not having a very good time. But this level's just so funny. It might be an S tier, but it's also, you know, it's kind of repetitive in its gameplay. Naturally, which is fine, but, I don't know. I think it's really good. It's really funny, but we're gonna have to see where this ranks. I have no clue. It's really funny, though. Good level.
Sweet. Okay. This is good. Man, I wanted to love it a little bit more. Overall, I mean, it's really good. I mean, like, I love the sloppy art style of it. Deliberately sloppy. I mean, like, obviously. I don't think I need to clarify that, but I should say, like, that is not, like, a backhanded compliment. It's very intentional, and it looks really good. I mean, I love the structuring here. How the perspective is always a little bit off, but it just kind of works. Kind of liminal feeling, I guess you could say, but it's borderline. But that's really cool in the atmosphere. I mean, of course. It's pretty casual. It's very dark. I mean, like, you know, it has like a very like sinister undertone to it. Throughout most of the runtime, with a couple of exceptions, but you know, it's mostly very desaturated. It just feels kind of dark, but like it's still coherent. And then you have those sections where it just breaks entirely, and it falls into this like white void with like the hands and the weird red splotches. Like it's cool. I like it. And it's really cool. I love the progression of it, how it, you know, go through these different settings that are all kind of like weird and uncomfortable in their own ways. Mostly in the beginning with like the, I don't even know. And also I just love that snowy part at the end, with the cathedral in the background and the cemetery. Like, that's such a beautiful section. I love that. But there's this, you know, one factor that really irritates me about the level, and it is the ending. I do not like the end of this level. It is probably the only thing holding this back from an S tier. Otherwise, I think it's very, very good. But oh my god, the ending to this level sucks. It is a memory section, and I'm not anti-memory necessarily, but it is just way too hard for a level that is 4.5 minutes long. And honestly works best on an initial playthrough. I mean, obviously, you know, you can die in the forest section or the snowy section, but they're a little bit easier, and it is nice because it means you're likely to fluke it. Not necessarily, you still gotta think about it, but I think having a good opportunity to fluke the second half of the level in an atmospheric experience like this is usually a good thing. But man, that ending is just rough. That's the kind of thing you want to one-shot, and it is just too hard for that. I just don't care for the balancing necessarily, and the fact that it's memory to begin with. I do think there was a lot of potential for that part, because the way like the blood splatter kind of outlines the blocks is really cool. But I think it could have been done better. I think, you know, it should have been less blocks and less specific like jump distances and stuff, and just use like a more general like blood running effect in the background that highlighted those blocks far in advance. So you kind of have to look ahead to react, but like the gameplay wouldn't be so extremely difficult to the point where like it's just, you know, absolutely ridiculous. Because that ending I died like 4 times, and I just did not want to play this level like anymore like after the second time. Even though it's really good, that transition out of that first interlude like into the forest part feels so cool. Like with that bass line and stuff, or maybe it's guitar. I don't know. I don't know how rhythm section instruments tend to work. Anyway, still a really strong level. I love Skywalker's style. And the gameplay is overall really good except for the ending. This is a strong level. Definitely an A tier. I don't know where exactly. I do like the level a lot though. I just really wish that the final part were changed. Otherwise, very good. I messed up. Shoot. That jump is hard not only to hit, mostly to hit, but... Nice.
Cool.
I really like this level. It honestly might be an S tier. I know I sound unenthusiastic, but I've already beaten this level on my old account. It took forever for me to get back around to, and I forgot how much I love this level. It looks really good, and the atmosphere's on point, dude. I mean, I might like this more than... I probably do like this more than Unknown Void. I love Unknown Void, don't get me wrong. I think I like this more, though. This might be an S tier. I never really thought that much about it, but it's really solid. It looks awesome. And, you know, a lot of people hate Cradles, but I think it's a good song. I'm not a good song, per se, but it's a great... It has a lot of opportunity. It's very versatile. Style-wise. I don't know. I think it's alright. I mean, it's not a bad song. My only complaint with this level, the only thing that might drag it down, I think that Maximum could have done more with the lyrics. There are a couple parts where they're like represented really well, like in the green part. I like that. But a lot of times they're just kind of scrolling along the top and the bottom in a straight line. I like when they kind of scatter across the screen. That's a cool effect. Otherwise, I think it's kind of unnecessary. I wish it did more with that otherwise, but I don't think it hurts the level at all. This is something I really think would have been nice, but it doesn't really hurt it. This is probably an S tier. I mean, I might have to think on it a little bit, but I'd say it probably is. And again, I know it's unenthusiastic. I don't have that wow, oh my god, this is so good moment, like I have with some levels recently that are not S tier. But that's just because I've seen this before. I've played it before. I know what it's like. I can't believe I didn't play this again sooner. But here we are. Anyways, this is a good level. Probably pretty high. Higher than Unknown Void at least. I like this a lot. Very, very, very solid stuff. Okay, I got this. Nice. Fun, chill, easy demon. It was harder for an easy demon, but I think a gamer of my caliber can't handle. You know? I'm just that good. It's a good level. It's kind of a basic pixel level, but it's okay. No, not free demon. Yeah, it's not free. It's an easy demon, but like there's some tough stuff. I mean, especially the duel at the end and the well, I did go for the coin, so that probably skewed my vision a little bit. But overall, still really good. Ultimate Mission by Sean. Fun.
Nice. There's a spike. Wow, this is really good. Man, these medium demons are too good. Whereman needs to have worse taste. Because I've loved almost every one of these levels I've played, dude. This was excellent. Hollowing, Tesseract, Puck, and I guess Cabaret, and I can kind of tell who made what. That ending is all Puck. It has Puck written all over it. And I can kind of just tell. I don't know. I don't know much of Tesseract stuff. I just know the third eye level. But I do know Twig Cabaret pretty well. I'd say that's mostly where the line art stuff kind of comes into play. Like, this part is probably Twig. Anyways, this was awesome. I love it. Very, very cool. It would probably be a hard demon if the difficulty were consistent throughout, but the ending is a little bit easier, so medium seems fair. The gameplay is excellent. It has a great gameplay. I love the song bit because a pretty solid artist. I mean, yeah, this was fun. I liked this one. Good stuff. Okay, well. I kind of forgot I was in a run, though. Alright, from this point I'm not going to bother practicing anything past that point. I think I feel comfortable enough with it. That coin's not miserable. There we go. I did it. At long last. This is a beautiful song at the very least. God, I freaking love Slow Down. But, anyway, yeah, F tier level. Okay. Tricky review. It's not that hard, actually. It's just tricky because I would love to like this level. I'd like to love it. I'd love to like it. I want to love it. Because it looks awesome. I mean, it looks beautiful. I love this style. And the gameplay is pretty solid, too. But God, is it toxic to the player. Intro can be skipped? Yeah, unless I want the coin. Yeah. This is like, ooh. This is what I hate is just this toxic attitude towards coin grinders. Again, okay, here's the thing. I don't pride myself in coin grinding. I'm not the kind of guy who coin grinds because I love watching that number go up. That is not why I grind for coins. I grind for coin because I think the way you treat your coins is integral to how much effort you put into your level. Not effort, but how much love you're willing to put into your level. Because when you create coins like this, where collecting them makes your level actively miserable to play, when you do that, it just like makes you. It just makes you feel like there's no love put into the level. Deluxe is the same thing, and honestly, it does it worse. So, Happiness has that over Deluxe at the very least. But
Still, this attitude towards coin grinders is absolutely awful, and there's just no excuse for it. Like, my opinion is that no matter what kind of player the person who plays the level is, whether they're just a star grinder or a coin grinder, or they're just a casual level reviewer, which is what I kind of think of myself as, you should be trying to make your level as fun for them as you can. Now, that's my stance, and I think that's the stance that the entire Jump Rush community should take, but obviously that's not universal, and if you want to actively if you want to make your coins unenjoyable for everybody, that's your prerogative. That's not something you have to do. It's not a hard, fast rule, but I think it's generally agreed upon by most people that this is a bad practice, and it's just terrible. I would have loved to give this like a nice, maybe a B tier, because you know, the gameplay is nothing stellar. It's good. I think otherwise, like, this would have been a nice B tier if it weren't for the coin, but the level just blew itself. It ruined itself. It did this terrible thing, this terrible practice, and it made me hate it. I just did not enjoy playing this because I had to watch this 20-second intro every single time I reset the level. And that's, you know, that is already bad enough on its own. Like, Jarrell did the same thing, but that wasn't because it was toxic towards the player. It was bad, like, just because, you know, it's an unskippable cutscene. Which is a bad practice, and I still gave it a pretty low score, but at least, like, it wasn't to make the player miserable. This level actively tries to make the player miserable, and it is skippable. It's skippable, but not if you want the coins. So it's just treating different players unfairly, and I hate that. This level could have been something great. Instead, it's just it's god-awful. I hate this. It's because of what it stands for. Sorry. No good.
got scared. I did though.
Okay, this one's alright. I like the gameplay for the most part. There are a couple parts I don't like. This is a solid 7. Right next to Celestial Caverns, I'd say. I felt about the same as I did there. I think I might have enjoyed Celestial more a little bit, though. Still alright. Pretty fun. Just, you know. There's some weird things. And I feel like the music representation isn't perfect. Otherwise, it's okay. I want to flip this.
Yay! Fun. Good level. I think this is very close to what's it called? The Gold Temple. I think it's close in quality, although I think I would give Gold Temple a little bit of an edge just because I feel like the climax of this level wasn't as strong. I like the song, but it felt more hype at the beginning than it did at the end. That said, the gameplay's pretty strong here. I thought it was super fun and creative. I kind of regret some of the things I said about Serpunge in older levels, but it still stands that I do not like those levels. So, you know, whatever. That was a good one, though. I liked it. Verity, good stuff, good stuff.
It's upside down.
Okay. Always get nervous at that part. Alright, don't be afraid to jump the gun a little here. It's safer to do that.
Please. Yes! Oh, thank God. There we go. Yes, baby. Oh, haha. One attempt. Oh, after returning, obviously, but yes, one attempt. I did not realize, but I'll take it. Practice helped a little bit there. Whew! Oh, that feels good. That feels so good. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay. I did not die at the last section. I'm so happy. Oh, baby. Let's go. I'm excited about that one. I don't know. That's got me hyped. That's got me hyped. Dang. Alright, I'm gonna try to give a little bit of review of this level, you know, because it's kind of a big one. I mean, Crossroads. Another level, at long last, in the Liminal Lounge list. The last level I've played in the list since Darkness, back in February. So, yeah, we're back to the liminal vibes, and I love it. You know, I'm big into the liminal space stuff. And this level delivers on that. I don't think it's as ominous as others, but it does give me that weird nostalgic feeling that a lot of the other ones do give. It feels less like, you know, a creepy, cursed space, and it's more like a weirdly distorted version of, like, some imagery you'd see in your childhood. Like the train, and, like, the weird road signs, and, like, I don't know, those signs and, like, it's mostly the signs, because the railroad crossing, you know, is a kind of another, just a sign. All those signs, they feel very, very, like, deeply, like, nostalgic for some reason. They're not really. They're signs you see on a daily basis when you're driving. I mean, it's not necessarily a liminal thing, but it just feels that way because of the cartoonified aspect of it. Because, you know, as a child, you tend to, like, play with cars, and, like, everyone, I feel like, had one of those play mats with the roads and the locations on it. I don't know, that's what it feels like to me, but it feels really distorted because some of these shapes are not as, like, you know, they're not structured regularly. Like, some of the road bits have chunks taken out of them, and sometimes the colors are a little bit off. It's just really ominous, and, like, that's mostly the road signs. There's also, you know, the section with the faucet. You gotta let that part sink in. That's kind of how I, you know, that's just kind of the motto I came with for that section. It's kind of goofy, but anyway, yeah, there's just all these little things, and it just, I don't know, the vibes really deliver in this one. And the gameplay is where I feel a little bit conflicted on this level. I really like the invisible gameplay aspect. I think that's a really cool way because it makes you feel very, like, connected with the level. Like, you are not just playing a Geometry Dash level, you are trying to actively connect with this thing because you are listening to the music, you're waiting for the cues, you are, like, as focused as you can be on, like, everything you can be focused on in this level. Like, you are dead set on that music sync. Like, and I like that. It makes the level feel a lot more internal, and, you know, I think it's kind of a greater emotional impact. That said, it does feel a little cheap sometimes. I think that the UFO section just, it really felt like it was gonna, like, kind of luck whether I passed or failed. everything else I kind of got a feel for, especially the ending. The ending's really not that bad once you learn it. It's just about remembering patterns. But I do like this, because I'm not a big memory guy. I don't hate memory gameplay, but this is a certain kind of memory where it's like, I don't hate it as much, because it's very, very easy to practice. You're not just trial and erroring your way through it. Like, you can go, the music sync helps, and if you go into, like, a version where it's visible, like, you could call that cheating, I guess. That's what I did, though. And I think that made it a more enjoyable experience, because it was not trial and error. You were able to learn thoroughly how everything worked. Now, whether you factor that into the review of the actual level or not is entirely personal, because, you know, it wasn't Embed's decision to have a visible version of this level up. But that's how I like playing it. But anyways, this is hard to review. For one major reason, this is why I don't watch levels before I play them usually, because, you know, just experience that atmosphere it's very important. You like having that music on a like successful run through is really important to me. That's why I enjoy it. I just enjoy doing that a lot. Because every far run feels rewarding because you're hearing a part of the song you don't hear over and over again. And this level, since it syncs with the music so strongly, does kind of require you to use that practice sync. You don't have to, but it's a lot easier. And that takes away a little of the immersion. That said, I still love the visuals and just the general feel of this level. So I'm leaning towards an S tier. I'm still not certain. I'll have to think on that a little bit. But I think it'll probably be, if not, I'd say it'll at least be an A tier. I'd like it more than Magma Bound, but it's definitely not as good as Comatose. Comatose is definitely still the best Insane Demon and the best level in the game, if you ask me, from what I've played. Anyway, overall this was really fun, even if it was a little frustrating at times, and that's a great conclusion to July, I think. Nothing quite like a monumental Insane Demon to close out a month. Feels good, man. Feels good. This is killing my hands. Okay. It's crazy how overpowered this thing is. I have a level of dumb respect for it, but it's so terrible. I just don't know what... Okay. No, I deny it. Like, the AI is not even any good, it just gets lucky and feeds off of my inability to perform well, I should say. Give.
I'd really rather just play like a 11-point game or something. These scores on that just panic. I don't know if it'll win. It's stuck. The AI's endurance is tracked in how quick it is, or how long it takes for the level to bug. No, I could have had that. I guess I did have that. Ooh! You could volley this thing forever. And then just run out of energy and just pray that it breaks before you do. Why? I had it and then I sold it. Come on. I can't! If it wins, I'm gonna be so mad. I've come so far. Oh my god, please, sell again. Come on. Win! Yes! In this level, the endurance, you have your own endurance level as a human, and the AI does not have endurance. Its endurance is tracked in how long it takes for the level to bug. Someone already make. I want to make sure that one wins. Does it have dislikes? Only 809 likes. Well, I'm gonna leave some stupid comment. Goofy. This is embarrassing, dude. I hope this blows up. I want this comment to get traction so bad. I hope it does. If it doesn't, I'll be sad. And it's just an embarrassment.